ago, when you saw Bernard Hopkins, you saw Roy Jones. Younger Bernard Hopkins, younger Roy Jones. And you were like, you got to pick one of these guys to go with. Oh, hands down, you'd have went with Roy. Because you could see everything Roy had on camera. What Bernard had in him, you couldn't see. And we see that with a lot of fighters. Danny Garcia. How many people have picked against Danny Garcia? I'm from Philadelphia. Philadelphia's pick against Danny. I don't know about him and America. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. And Danny keep proving y'all wrong. Now, what happens when Danny, I'm going to tell you, when Danny goes ahead and he cranked that left hook up and smack Matthysse, then finally the public going to say, we'll wait. Because one thing I can say, I work with Danny, I work with Matthysse. One thing I can say about these guys, anybody Danny hits with that left hook properly is hurt. Now, on the other hand, anybody Matthysse hits is hurt. Now, the way I said, anybody Danny hit with that left hook is hurt. Anybody Matthysse lay hands on is hurt. So, a lot of times these fights are going to be about who get there. Who's going to get there first. But you can't just count Danny Garcia out because you saw Matthysse annihilate my young boy Lamont.
So basically, you're saying you don't think the Danny Garcia Matthysse fight is going the distance. Somebody's getting hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty much sure. I wouldn't put my money down on 12 rounds. Green card girl number 12 might be sitting this one out. She might be able to keep her ass back at the hotel.
Right.
These jokers ain't gonna need that many cards. Two fighting dudes.
Break down the other fights that are actually coming up, like Broner-Malignaggi. How do you see that going?
You gotta like Broner. Broner's is a slick young kid. You can forget about the antics. Broner's a slick young kid who can get it done. And like people say, well, Mayweather is odd. We talk about Mayweather and Broner trying to be like Mayweather, and I can vouch for fact, and here's what I mean by fact. I had Broner with me when he was 11 years old with the Silver Glove. And he kept talking about he was from Philadelphia and he was rolling with the Philadelphia crew. And I said, if you don't take your little raggedy butt back down there in your room, because he was always fired. You know what I mean? So we ran him out there, but I always had love for him. I was with Mayweather when he made the Olympic team. And he was running around with Dave Reed and him talking about he was from Philadelphia, he was rolling with. He was two guys acting exactly like they knew nothing of each other. Sometimes there's just similarities. Meywether is a defensive-minded fighter who has an exceptional offense. Broner is an offensive-minded fighter who has a great defense. I mean, there's similarities, but they're just exceptional fighters and they're special. So when Broner fights, you got to watch him. And Malignaggi, he thought I said something bad about him when I said he couldn't knock a glass of water off the table with a running start. He thought that was negative. I told him, I said, Paulie, that's a compliment. Imagine Paulie for a second being able to punch like any of these guys. He might be the greatest fighter of all time. This guy's winning championships and he can't punch, and y'all know he can't punch, and his opponents know he can't punch, and his record shows he can't punch, and he's still winning championships. That's special. Just like I said about the Klitschko's years ago, and everybody said it was negative, and they don't realize how much I fight. I said, to me, the Klitschko's two of the greatest heavyweights in the history of boxing. When we know you don't have a solid chin in the heavyweight division, and these guys rule it, that's special. You know how good you have to be not to have a granite chin in the heavyweight division. That's only a prerequisite. You gotta have a granite chin before you even have a jab in the heavyweight division, because everybody can punch. Any man over 200 pounds can punch. These dudes, every time you see these dudes hit solid, they wiggle, and they dominate in the heavyweight division. That's how great they are. Phenomenal fighters, man. Give credit where it's due. Yeah, it ain't Ali. Yeah, it ain't Sonny Liston. Yeah, of course it ain't. It's who they are. It's the Klitschko's. They're dominant. They on top. They stayed on top. And shit, I saw the guy throw a punch and his own leg went out. You guys literally just, time is breaking them down. Ain't nobody doing nothing to them.